These face swaps were run locally using Flux 2 Klein 9B on my RTX 5060 laptop with 8GB of VRAM and 32GB of system RAM. In this video, I'll show you how to get this running on your own rig. The link to the full workflow is pinned in the comments below and in the description. The key thing here is that you really need to use faces with similar features if you want to get the best results. You can't expect perfect results every single time. You will still see some imperfections here and there. So try changing the seed or increasing the steps if that happens. This is the YouTube video with the original workflow and full credit goes to the original creator. I just optimized the original workflow for systems with only 8GB of VRAM. Here are the models used in this setup. I'm using the Flux 2 Klein 9B Q5K MGG UF version and the FP4 version of the text encoder. And right here is where I select the LoRA module. Here's the Hugging Face page where you can download it. All the links to the other modules are listed here as well. Here's the folder path for all the modules. Go to your main ComfyUI directory and inside the ComfyUI folder, look for the subfolder models. Drop your downloaded models into the corresponding folders inside there. These are the settings for the K-sampler. You can try changing the seed here if you get a bad result. You can also increase the number of steps if the output keeps looking off, but 4 steps is usually enough for most generations. I've set the sampler to Euler, but Euler Ancestral is another good alternative if you want to experiment with different settings. For the scheduler, try using Beta or Simple. When you are not doing in painting, keep this switch turned on. I've also included an upscale node here in case you want to upscale your generations. Only enable it if you actually plan to use it. And finally, here's the prompt. This prompt is also from the original creator of this workflow, so again, huge shout out to him. This is such a solid prompt that you can use for your own face swaps. Now let's upload our first 2 images to try out our first swap. Here's the result and it took about 9 seconds. Let's compare the faces. Honestly, it looks pretty good. The generation really does look like the person from the original image. Let's try swapping the reference images and try again. Here's the result in 76 seconds. This time though, the 2 faces are not exactly identical when you look closely. You can clearly see some differences. You can try rerolling with a different seed and maybe increasing the number of steps. You've got to be patient because you won't get a perfect result every time. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we are not quite there yet. For the next one, let's try to swap a face with very different facial features. Unlike the previous 2 reference images, the facial structures in these 2 are not similar at all. Here's the image, and you can immediately see the face looks way too big for the body. If you want to achieve the best results, you need 2 people with a similar facial structure and body shape. Let's give it another shot. Here's the result again in 76 seconds. Well, the face is consistent, but it doesn't quite match the body proportions. This should have been pretty realistic if the person in the target image had broader shoulders and a slightly stronger build. Here are our next 2 reference images. And here's the result in 78 seconds. Okay, this looks solid. The face looks exactly the same and everything seems proportional. Finally, let's try these 2 reference images. Here's the image. Let's compare it with the original. Now, this is a good result. You could totally believe that this is the same woman from the original image. However, the skin does look a bit too smooth and plastic. Basically, you can pair this LoRA with Flux 2 Klein to swap faces and get really good results if both individuals share similar facial features or physical characteristics. Let me know how it goes for you guys. See you in the next video.